Social Security forms. They really annoy people. I received a message the other day from a member saying, I get so anxious when I get forms from Social Security. I don't even want to open the envelope. So I'm in hopes that what I'm going to share with you in this video will break down what are the common forms that you're going to receive, like what to do when you get them, like where to get the answers to put in them, how to manage them, send them back, in hopes that it'll reduce some of the stress, so you'll see what's going on. So here at the Disability Digest, we have been working with forms related issues for almost 2 decades here, helping people get their disability benefits approved, helping you keep them, helping you maximize them. So at the end of this video, after I go through the how-to and the forms, I'll give you the actual directions of where you can go get answers to most of these forms. All right, so let's get into it. All right, I'm going to share my screen here. And the first thing is Social Security has this nice informational page that tells you who gets the notice, why do we send the notice, all that. So this link, as well as the others, will be around the video. Not a lot of value in that, but thought I would share it with you anyway. This page right here has a list of all of the forms from Social Security. This is helpful. So it's helpful if you know how to use it. Let's put it that way. And I say that because it lists all the forms, but for example, if you're going through the disability approval process and you're trying to find the form that's relevant to you, and you've got forms for children and forms in Spanish, and somewhere in here you've got to find your form, that's difficult. But if you know the name of your form that you're looking for example, I'm going to put in adult function, and look how speedy that is. It comes up right away. And then also if you're going for like the disability review forms, the CDR forms are 455 and 454. Those come up. So let's have a look at those. The first one is going through the disability approval process. This is arguably the most important document to fill out correctly. And the reason is it's asking you what you can do on a daily basis. What is your functional capability? And the questions may seem really simple and easy, but it's how you answer them that's going to influence your ability to get approved. And you will, if you're already approved, you will likely be subject to some of these questions again if you go through a review, which I'm going to touch on in some of the upcoming forms. So again, we provide answers for this, and that I'll share with you at the end. But an example here is how do your conditions, injuries limit your ability to work? What most people put in without knowing what the directions are is they'll put, I've got, degenerative disc disease and arthritis, and I can't work. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's not what works in these forms. You need to communicate your limitations. And then down here are things from like pet care to cooking to house cleaning, all kinds of different questions. And how you answer those again is really important. So this is the form 3373. You can make sure or tell it's the real deal if it has the code next to it. You will receive another form with this going through the approval process, which is form 3369. That has to do with your work history. That's important, but not as important as this. I'm going to jump around a little bit here while I'm in this section of the screen. Once you're approved, you're subject to a review. There's 2 different review forms. There's disability update form. This is 455. And this form is a version of the CDR, in my opinion, but it's the short form. The longer one is 454. This is continuing disability reviews. It's much more extensive. Now, I'm going to go and on to some good news. An award letter. If you haven't received one yet, this is what it looks like. Now, you can be notified of your awards through your online portal. You can see a benefit verification letter, which confirms that you are eligible for benefits for either disability or retirement That's different than an award letter. An award letter is sent to disability applicants once they're approved, and it will say notice of award you are entitled to, and then it will break down all of the financials. If you're at the initial or the reconsideration level, you receive this first. If you go to a hearing, then you'll receive a decision letter that will say, ideally, you're fully favorable, and then a separate letter about 4 to 6 weeks later. That is the award letter. So those are some of the nuances of the process. So those are the letters. The answers and how we can help you here at the Disability Digest is we have courses. There's 6 main courses that we provide with your membership. Your membership is no cost, and there's no cost for the courses. We're supported by ads and sponsors and services, so we can do all of this for you to help you get and keep your benefits. So to access those, you join us as a member. There'll be a link around this video, and it will bring you in based on your profile and put you in a course. So if you're trying to deal with your continuing disability review, then your profile will indicate that you're approved, because otherwise you wouldn't get one, and it will direct you into that. Alternatively, if you're trying to get approved, it will ask you questions about where you're at in the approval process, and you'll get in touch with one of our advocates here. They'll make sure, confirm your information, and put you into the disability approval course that you can use. Once you're in the course, you can access answers to like that adult function form and other documents that you'll have to deal with throughout the approval process, or even managing your entire online application. So those are the things. With the paperwork and Social Security, another important tip: when you return it, ideally return it registered receipt so that you get a confirmation, because they lose stuff, and that's really not helpful. Or they'll say that they didn't get it on time. They're processing a lot of paperwork. You can fax it. Haven't found that to be as reliable, but it is possible that you can do that. Now, if you're using a disability representative going through the approval process, getting the documentation to them, they will have access directly to upload information to Social Security. That is a great way to do it as well. Then you can hold them accountable, and that's what they should be doing. It is their job. Hey, join us in the comments if you've got questions about forms or challenges with the forms, and look for the links that I've shared in this video, and also a link to the Disability Digest so you can get your membership and get into the right course. If you're already a member here at the Disability Digest, thank you so much for watching. And if you are in need of directions for a form, something has changed, then just reach out to us at our support desk. We're here to help. As always, make it a great day. Thanks.